Okay, good morning again. We were hoping to have Senator Blumenthal here, but he is in court. Actually, he's in jury duty, so I can only imagine the the other folks in the jury room going, "Uh-oh." But fortunately, I see his chief of staff, who is a fantastic speaker in his own right. Rich Keough has just walked in, so he is going to come up and make a few remarks on the senator's behalf. Rich is also the first selectman of East Hartford and has been deeply involved both with respect to Senator Blumenthal and in his own community on this issue of how do we ensure broadband access to all. So please join me in welcoming Rich Keough.
Thank you very much, Ellen. Timing is everything. I literally just walked in the door here. But as Ellen indicated, I am actually deputy mayor of the town of East Hartford as chairman of the town council, working with the mayor, Marcia LeClaire, in the town's partnership in this effort to expand high-speed broadband into our town. And as a municipal official, I recognize the fact that, and it's probably goes with this crowd to, not have to be said, but, every town is different. So what works in one town is not necessarily going to work in another, but sharing the experiences that each of us have today, I think, will yield a lot of benefit in terms of how something for your community might actually work. As Ellen indicated, I'm here as the Chief of Staff for the Connecticut office of U.S. Senator Blumenthal, who's been a strong advocate for consumer choice and for enhancing the expansion of high-speed broadband, not only in Connecticut but nationwide. He unfortunately, or fortunately maybe, was called for jury duty today, and so is down in the Stamford Superior Courthouse serving that responsibility. But we do have a letter from him, and I will just read it. It says, thank you very much for the invitation to speak before this extremely important conference, Connected New England. I regret that jury duty responsibilities prevent me from attending today. Next Century Cities is, as its name indicates, truly forward-thinking in its effort to increase public access to broadband internet and enhancing the quality of life of all residents. As many of you already know, high-speed broadband is critical to economic development, leveling the education gap, and improving public health outcomes. How broadband is implemented is dependent on a number of demographic and geographic factors. There is no one cookie-cutter approach, which is why conferences like Connected New England are critical to facilitating a dynamic conversation among policymakers in communities across our region. I want to especially commend Connecticut's Consumer Counsel, Ellen Katz, for her dogged determination to pursue high-speed broadband on behalf of all our state citizens. The role of the federal government should be to remove barriers to innovation, spur creative solutions at the local level. Cities and states play a critical role in overseeing the deployment of wireless infrastructure. I am disheartened by the FCC's recent action to impede their ability to do so. To support these efforts in order to move forward toward our collective widespread broadband access. Enjoy the conference and continue to spread the word and ideas about broadband access. Sincerely, Richard Blumenthal, United States Senator. Thank you.
I got to personally thank Rich on a personal level because we knew the senator was called for jury duty, but you hope you call the night before and you don't get it. So at 6:30 this morning, he said no, he has jury duty. And then he said, "Do you want me to come and make some remarks?" And thank you. As I said back to him after the election, I suspected he'd want to spend the whole day in his sweatpants, but he jumped in his car and came here, and really, really appreciate it. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Bill Valley